This is the Big O Show. This is the Big O Show.
All right, baby. There we go. The merch is in. Blind ass fan alert. There we go.
Nice. I love it.
All right. So hit the merch. Hit the link. It's Big O Radio Show.myshopify.com. You can check it out. We got it there. The link is there on our YouTube page. It's also on our Twitter page. There you go. A little 305 action. Dolphin colors. We have them in heat and Panthers and all kinds of stuff. And then this is the other blind ass fan alert shirt that's also been ordered quite a bit.
I love it.
So, this is the not for blind ass fan show. There you go. Okay. All right. So there we go. John Wayne, I'm busting balls, bro. We appreciate you. I'm glad you're looking out for us. It's just, we're a little bit ahead of you there on the crypto side, bro. That's all. If you would have listened to me, I would have made you a lot more money on Ondo, actually. So anyway, how you feeling, my brother?
Doing good, man. How are you?
You're not making any money on crypto right now, unfortunately.
I'm not. I'm too busy investing in travel, soccer, and basketball. My girls are that's where I'm putting all my energy and money, brother. Right now, I probably need to be doing something, but that's where it's going.
They better make the MLS or the WSL so you can return on that investment. So you get some ROI, baby. ROI. Anyway, all right. Oh man. So what's the off time right now for the Canes? Because it seems kind of quiet right now and not a lot of stuff going on.
No, I mean the big recruiting weekend is about the big recruiting period, right? Where guys start coming in on quote unquote official visits begins this coming weekend. So it is going to get very busy in terms of, action and reports and people saying, "Hey, this guy liked his visit." The typical stories we get every single year. He loved his visit to Coral Gables. Oh, by the way, he's still going to LSU, Alabama, and Georgia, and everywhere else because this is what the kids do. They go through the recruiting process. So there's going to be a lot of chatter and, will this guy commit? And, people get all excited over this stuff. And that's what you'll be hearing over the next few weeks as people take visits.
What's it called? Facility wise, what's the latest there? What do we know?
Well, I mean, look, they're still trying to raise money to build the state-of-the-art facility at Miami, the one that that Mario was sort of promised when he took the job. They said they were going to build him something. I don't know if it was going to be Oregon-like because Phil Knight has endless supplies of money, but it was going to be something that was going to be, a recruiting tool for Miami when people stepped on campus. Well, obviously a lot has changed in college football in the last few weeks. Obviously, this past week, especially with colleges now and the NCAA agreeing, all these power programs to pay the players, and so the money has to go where it has to go, and so Miami is still trying to raise money privately to finish and complete it's up facility upgrades, but I think the priority now is paying the players and NIL, and that's what takes priority.
Okay, so that leads me to my question that pretty much is the main question of this interview today is the NCAA now is allowing the colleges to pay. So educate us here because the NIL fund is not really the college. The college is kind of managing where that money is going, but that money is collected from other people. So educate us on what this means now if the college gets to play and how much more will that create less parity in college football.
Well, I mean, look, the bottom line is colleges are created, right, to have not just football teams, but everything else. They cover the bill for the swimming team, the track team, the basketball team, the baseball, the softball, whatever sport it is. And I think with the ruling that came down last week and with basically everything trending towards, them agreeing that they're going to start paying the athletes, it's going to put all of that into question now. Our school's still going to be able to afford to have teams in other sports. How is that gonna affect their budget? Basically, what they agreed to was to pay about 20 million a year. Was the initial estimate. The final number hasn't been agreed to, but in terms of profit sharing for Power 4 schools, be somewhere in the range of $20 million with the athletes. To pay them directly for playing the sports, for setting up, producing the TV product, the game, all that stuff. So it's gonna change things. It's gonna affect certain programs more than others. The ones that have a lot of private funding and a lot of money behind them will probably be able to keep sports, other sports besides football and basketball that pay the bills. The ones that don't, I could see that eliminating sports and affecting certain schools. And how Title IX and everything else plays into that will be interesting to watch. But we're still very early on in the process, and all I know is, they're going to have to back pay too. They're going to have to back pay students up to, I think, 2016. So if you were in college, you're going to be getting a check. If you played sports in college since 2016, you'll be getting a back pay check for what you were owed, and that's why these schools are going to be affected.
Okay, so then this puts Georgia, Alabama, and others in a much better position than McNeese State and FIU, correct?
Correct. But I think they were already in that spot, and I think all this is going to do is exacerbate it.
Right. This seems like it just piles on even more, because if you already have your NIL collective, which is going to be much stronger at Michigan than it is going to be at Northeast Louisiana State, and now on top of that, now Michigan money on top of the NIL money is still going to be even more.
I mean, the deal is that this is why the Power 2 is such a big deal, right? If you're in the SEC or the Big Ten and you're getting the biggest slice of the pie from TV money, you're going to be fine. If you're one of those schools in those conferences, you're going to be fine. If you're Florida State, you're Miami, you're Clemson, or you're one of the schools in the Big 12 like UCF, BYU, Cincinnati, all the Big 12 schools, Kansas State, you're going to be playing from behind. You're going to be in a tougher situation than those other programs. But again, we're still all the rulings have gone down. They've basically agreed to back pay students. And so it's going to cost them, millions of dollars every single year to do that. And it's going to affect, who they, how many people they can hire, people that may not have the most important jobs in the world, may get sliced and diced. People, coaches may not be making $750,000 anymore at some of these schools. They're going to be making $250,000 or whatever it is that they can make from it. So that's where you're going to see the effect. And in the end, like you said, it's going to help the SEC and the Big Ten schools, because they're going to be the ones that still have the money to afford everything and to overpay people and to have things run at a premium rate versus everybody else who will be playing from behind.
All right, my brother, what do you got going on the Athletics so folks can check you out?
Well, we mentioned recruiting and what a busy time it's going to be. Miami's, I think, hosting 15 or 16 kids this coming weekend. I just put out a report sort of previewing the next month, not just on the Hurricanes, but basically the 5 big state schools, USF, UCF, Florida State, Florida, Miami, and then all the top prospects in the 2025 cycle. You can find that article at theathletic.com. It came out today. And then I'm going to have more stuff here on the SEC. I know our ACC writer, Grace, is putting that stuff together. I've got my SEC package that I'm putting together. I'm sitting here reading about Kentucky and all the different SEC schools, brother. So it's there's a lot to read. A lot. If you're a fan of college football, The Athletic is a place to go because we'll have everybody covered there.
Amen. Follow him on Twitter at Manny_Navarro. And, of course, subscribe to The Athletic. As always, Manny, thank you, my brother. Appreciate you. Have a fantastic week. We'll catch up on Friday.
All right, brother. Take care. I'll see you.
You got it. And don't forget, go to Caneswear. Use our code BIG010. You will get 10% off if you go live or online. And if you can shop anywhere in the country, you will get free shipping when you order over $99 and use our code BIG010, and you will get 10% off at Caneswear.com.
This is the Big O Show. This is the Big O Show.